everyone, wherever you are on this special planet of ours called Earth. I wish you well and health wherever you are. Today, I'm going to talk about an NBA topic. I'm dealing with the NBA Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference Finals between the Toronto Raptors and the Milwaukee Bucks. I want to congratulate the Toronto Raptors in their 24-year NBA history. They have finally made the NBA Finals. Yes, yes, yes. After so many years of turmoil and struggle, Toronto has finally entered the big show. After years of being humiliated and embarrassed by LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers teams, thanks to the legendary play, legendary status of a definite Hall of Fame player, a first ballot Hall of Fame player, Kawhi Leonard. He was fabulous when he played for the San Antonio Spurs, and he was fabulous as a Toronto Raptor. But when he moved to Toronto, he showed as not the coach, he's the one who got the legendary talent. First is him, then it's the coach. Like I said earlier, without Kawhi Leonard, the Toronto Raptors was pansies or pistol whipped by the great Cleveland Cavalier teams. But when Kawhi joined them instantly, they felt that they were a contending team in the East. And today, they have shown that they truly are a contending team. So I think Kawhi Leonard, he's going to be in Toronto with his contract for 1 year. But since he's not a player who's haunted by the dollar sign like so many other players, he already know he's an elite player. He already know he don't have nothing to prove. He already know that many players in the NBA look up to him. And as I stated in my first observation, he's not a player motivated just by money. Yes, he needs the money like anyone. He wants the millions of dollars that he can get. He wants as much money as he can get. But he's not interested in hopping from team to team just to chase after a championship, like so many players in the league have done within the last 10 years. And I don't need to name no names. Kawhi Leonard, he's shown that, yes, he can take a team without a bunch of superstars, without a bunch of Hall of Famers. He got the talent to lift them up, to propel them to at least deep into the playoffs. He's never been embarrassed like some elite players have in the playoffs. Some elite players in the NBA, they do well in the regular season. They do fabulous. But when it comes time on the big stage, the playoff stage, those same superstars who perform extraordinary in the NBA 82-game regular season sort of disappear in the playoff. Kawhi Leonard, when he became a top player, he never flinched. He never caved down. And I think that may have to do with his calm demeanor. If you know anything about Kawhi Leonard, he has a calm demeanor. He doesn't go around shouting just because he slammed a dumb orange ball through a whole 10 feet off the ground. He don't make no King Kong gorilla look because he made a dunk. You get my point. Basketball is a kid's game. It's just grown men who at the best who playing a kid's game. So I don't see why you're gonna get excited just by dumping or slamming an orange ball through a hole 10 feet off the ground. It don't make no sense. And Kawhi Leonard is that type of player. If he make a basket, he make a basket. He has the same look on his face, whether he shoot a 3-point shot, or whether he make a slam, or whether he make a move that posterize another player. He got that same look on his face. Yes, I know, and actually, sometimes he may be excited. He may pump his chest sometimes. But at least 85% of the time, he got a calm, cool demeanor. And when you have a leader who's calm and cool under pressure, who don't flinch, who don't look nervous, who don't get scared, that wears off, that spreads out to the other players. Our superstar not nervous and upset, so we're not going to be nervous and upset. That's the type of player Mr. Kawhi Leonard is. He doesn't flinch under pressure. He doesn't make any weird looks on his face when he make a spectacular, so-called spectacular shot. He does not do that. He's a calming, steady influence. He may not be a media darling because he don't talk a whole lot. The media wants you to be doing a whole lot of talking, talk. Those type of players who do a lot of talking, when it's time for the pressure to come, they dwindle or vanish. It's best to be like Kawhi Leonard. Keep your mouth shut. Show your skill, show your talent for dribbling that orange ball on the court. That's the type of man he is. So, before I exit out with this, again, I have high respect for Mr. Kawhi Leonard as a basketball player and probably as a person too. Because several years ago, I read about him. He drives a typical car. I don't know if he's driving a typical now, but when I read about him seven years ago when he was in San Antonio, he drove a typical car to work every day. He's not splurging his money at Las Vegas. He's not splurging his money at Miami Beach. Yes, I know he buying stuff. He taking care of his family, but he don't splurge and egg butt. Wow. So I'm sure he's the type of player, when he leave the league, he'll have a lot of money. But, again, I wish the Raptors well. With a leader like Kawhi Leonard, he's at the, and I forgot this. Kawhi Leonard, he's at a legendary status. Now, I started watching the NBA heavily in the 1990s. I guess when Jordan won his first championship, because I wanted to see what was the big deal about him. After 1991, when I started watching with Jordan's first championship, I became hooked. So I can't go back to the deep 80s. I used to see some of the basketball games with Larry Bird, Magic. I used to turn the TV off and do my other little kiddie stuff. In the 90s, that's when it came my focus. So going back to the 90s, Kawhi Leonard, he has joined a legendary person like Charles Barkley when Charles Barkley joined the Phoenix Suns. Before Charles Barkley joined the Phoenix Suns, I believe, don't quote me on it, but I don't think the Phoenix Suns were making it deep into the playoff. The year Charles Barkley joined the Phoenix Suns, hey, he took them to at least the NBA champion, and they did not, but they lost to the Chicago Bulls to get them their three-peat, but they did not lose easily. Now, since I watched the game, they did lose the first two games to Chicago, but after the first two games, Charles Barkley team got their composure and gave the ball a run for their money. But anyway, Mr. Leonard, he has joined the legendary status of a player like Charles Barkley. Right now, I heard he's in top 5 playing in the NBA. Now he may be like the top 3. Because LeBron, another elite player, I made a mistake and say his first name, but you know what I'm talking about. He went to another team that was not stacked, and his team couldn't even get to the playoff. Mr. Leonard went to a team that wasn't stacked. Now he's in the NBA Finals, but I will give Leonard this. At least his team did make it to the playoff last year. The team with the other superstar on, they haven't made the playoffs in several years, so I can't give him a lot of slack. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for stopping by to hear me praise the Toronto Raptors for their first trip into the NBA. If you love my comment about the Raptors, please give me a thumbs up. If you would like to subscribe to my channel to hear me talk about anything that I find interesting and fascinating in daily life, please subscribe. If you're already a subscriber and would like to be notified immediately when I upload content, please hit the bell button. If you found my little praise, my little discussion for Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors entertaining, please share this on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Vimeo, G+, or with any other social media platform you deem worthy. Thank you all. Enjoy the NBA Finals like I will, and have a wonderful day. I want to talk to Kawhi.